Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, September 24. A fitting tribute to honor our African ancestors. That's how Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller described the winning design for the permanent memorial to the victims of slavery at the United Nations in New York. Mrs. Simpson Miller was participating in activities to mark the 68th session of the United Nations General Assembly in the U.S. state on Monday.
There can be no greater or fitting tribute than a memorial to honor our African ancestors who were forcibly removed from their homeland and taken to foreign lands.
Rodney Leon's The Ark of Return was unveiled at a special ceremony at the United Nations. The Prime Minister is expected to address the UN General Assembly on Saturday. Other engagements during the week include a high-level meeting with the head of the Inter-American Development Bank, as well as bilateral talks with several heads of state. Jamaica continues to make headway in the fight against human trafficking. The Organized Crime Investigative Division, OCID, reports that it rescued 24 victims of human trafficking since the start of the year. The revelation was made by head of OCID, Senior Superintendent Clifford Chambers, at a press conference to mark International Day Against the Sexual Exploitation and Trafficking of Women and Children.
We have conducted in excess of 213 raids island-wide up to March of this year, and these are conducted at places to include massage parlors, go-go clubs, and certain areas that Intel pointed us to as locations where these activities are operating.
Over 90 victims and suspects were interviewed, and over 900 police personnel were trained in human trafficking.
I must use this medium to urge our citizens to be cautious and vigilant when approached with jobs and travel opportunities that appears too good to be true, or where travel documents will be provided, or where accommodation arrangements are expected to be kept a secret.
Meanwhile, the Justice Ministry has launched a public education program on human trafficking. 7 billboards, 13 bus advertisements, 600 posters, and 5,000 flyers were handed over to the ministry on Friday by the United States Military Information Support Team. The billboards have been placed in 7 locations across the country, and the advertisements placed on JUTC buses in the corporate area and Montego Bay. Members of the public may call 811-1888-PROTECT or the nearest police station to report suspicious activities relating to human trafficking. Jamaica Customs is cautioning consumers to be vigilant when purchasing pharmaceuticals, particularly sexual performance enhancers. The warning follows the recent seizure of counterfeit pharmaceutical products. Commissioner of Customs Major Richard Rees said the illicit products included popular sexual enhancers and erectile dysfunction treatments. He added that the products can be detrimental to one's health if used improperly, noting also that if the cost seems too good to be true, then it most likely is. Anyone with information on counterfeit goods can call 1-888-991-4000, Crime Stop 311, or send an email to quick.response@jacustoms.gov.jm. There is renewed call for Jamaicans to properly dispose of their waste in light of the negative effects it can have on the environment. Individuals are reminded not to dump garbage in gullies, as the garbage will eventually end up in the sea.
Knowing the importance of beaches in Jamaica and the importance it has towards local and international tourism, it's really important for us to really change our behavior when it comes to managing our disposal of our waste.
Ms. Curtis was speaking with JIS News during activities on International Coastal Cleanup Day last Saturday. And finally, a delegation from Botswana state media has lauded the Jamaican government and local media, describing relations between the two as mature and progressive. The comments came as the group, led by Botswana Deputy Permanent Secretary Mogomotsi Kabo Amadimo, wrapped up their week-long benchmarking activities at the Jamaica Information Service.
So we were impressed, and we think it's not a moment to take lightly on the part of JIS. I think it's also speaks to the maturity perhaps of the media in Jamaica, where you drive or work for a common purpose of putting out there the Jamaican story.
The Botswana delegation left the island on Monday. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.